Yo, welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, you feel me? We have, what is it called? The dirtiest moves in NFL history. Shout out to that boy, Red Zone. One of the funniest, cool little fun, football YouTubers to watch when it comes to, reacting to stuff. Hopefully y'all enjoy his videos. Hopefully y'all enjoy me reacting to the video. Let's go ahead and hop into it, though.
Stomping on another player's head to another trying to end his opponent's
Oh, shit!
Are the dirtiest moves in NFL history.
Oh, yeah, he's celeb.
We've got non-violent, unsportsmanlike conduct, which a lot of the time is just disgusting stuff that doesn't even get caught.
Today it was quarterback's leg.
Ew. Just rubbed your booger?
Passing or find your coach has to be some kind of foul.
Rubbed your booger on him?
Usually refs only care if it's against the other team.
Oh, the Jalen Carter incident.
At Jalen Carter first, the refs only saw Jalen do it, and that type of disrespect was enough to warrant a penalty and an ejection.
Got his ass ejected.
The idea is to maintain order and respect, because if the refs just let someone absolutely disrespect the team or crowd, things could get violent. So they gotta deter escalation.
Hey, yo, ref got deep in that hand. Oh, he probably gonna see what Randy Moss stand, huh? And then you threw the ball at them.
The shocking thing about that clip is that Joe Buck didn't have a stroke, but he definitely would have flipped. If
Why would you throw the ball after? All right, yeah, Williams, J-Mo get a little freaky with it. Yeah, Williams get a little too freaky with his celebrations.
He also got handed a $25,000 fine for it, which seems a little extra, but the other option is escalating into a brawl. And when you make more money than most CEOs, I'd say it's better to take fine and move on. But if you have the emotional control of a 5-year-old, that's when violent unsportsmanlike conduct happens.
Oh, my lord. Ruined AB career right there.
An actual separation between non-violent and violent you see in the NFL handbook. So they just put out-of-pocket taunts in the same
That Big Q? Big Quentin Jefferson?
Trainers like it's a side hustle.
Yeah, why did Quay Walker do that? I have no idea.
Which is something Ndamukong Suh is
Oh God.
Seems like he's allergic
oh Lord. One of the dirtiest players in the NFL in history.
But that chokeout on Ryan Mallett isn't even his
I was gonna say that's not even his dirtiest play. He stomped on somebody.
Tried to break Dietrich Smith's arm.
Yeah, there you go. Literally stomped on him, bro.
That one sent him straight to the locker room. But ejections for violent UC
is that Albert Hainsworth?
As recently as 2006, Albert Hainsworth trying to scalp Albert Gerard also counted as unsportsmanlike conduct.
Oh, with the cleats on the head. What are we doing? Why?
That stomp required 30 stitches. And
30? What are we doing? He wasn't kicked out?
Off his helmet, smashed it down, and that got the ejection. I kind of feel like taking someone's forehead off.
Bro!
Faster, but I'm no NFL ref. These days, though, it's
my lord, bro.
All you gotta do is make calls against the team you're not betting on and ignore everything else.
Leg sweep. So what is that gonna fit into the hit drop tackle?
But a random one they missed with Mac Jones was his ankle twist on Brian Burns.
Oh, it is. Yeah, Mac Jones is a dirty player. Yeah, his ass, he was doing that a whole lot with the Patriots.
Twisting that ankle like he was trying to break open a safe, but even on the review of the play, he still wasn't penalized or fined. That's because referee Clete Blakeman said it was a subjective call.
What?
That seems pretty objective to me.
Dude, the play was nowhere near, like they were nowhere near the play.
The leg sweep is in a gray area, because the argument for Mac is that he was just trying to keep Burns from the ball. So even though he basically gave Burns a
the play was nowhere near.
Fined or suspended. But one type of lower body move is completely
chop block,
so
yeah.
Illegal, you pretty much never see it.
Personal foul, chop block, offense, number 28.
Yes, I'm aware that it doesn't look like much, mainly because in my expert otherworldly
that ruined ACLs.
That was not a chop block. An actual chop block is where
go
one
for the
player
ACL.
hits low,
yeah.
Player hits him high. And for obvious reasons, the NFL has banned all forms of it. What would the obvious reason be? Well, if you get folded backward down to your ankles, it doesn't exactly yield fantastic results. So in 2016, they banned every single version of them, but the most hardcore type had already been banned for years. So they even made the wimpy chop blocks illegal.
This chop block, it's illegal. So is this one. In fact, starting this season, all chop blocks are illegal in the NFL.
I'm not surprised, bro.
Find a way around
Definitely not surprised.
These days, the worst thing you'll see is a cut block, because a chop block is basically a lifetime prison sentence, while a cut block, a slap on the wrist. But even though cut blocks are legal, hitting someone below the knee can lead to some gnarly stuff, like Brian Cushing tearing his ACL.
That's what I'm saying. They literally, those were ACL killers right there. Them type of blocks killed ACLs.
Because at this point, NFL fans call every band a product of the no fun league. And while I usually agree,
I was gonna say, what's the one block called, bro? I thought it was a cut block, But what is it called? Oh, fluff. It's when they bet the certain type of block, right? Say your man's scoring a touchdown. You feel me? Going. There's a defender behind him. You right there. You come and clean his ass up. That's illegal now. So like, I don't remember what it's called. I thought it was called a cut block. Not gonna lie to you, or a chase block, one of the two, where you hit a defender, trying to get the ball carrier. You just take him out. I don't remember what type of block that's called. I know that's illegal, and I guess that's kind of dirty in the NFL now.
About unnecessary roughness.
Here's another
Tough! Oh, that boy Derwin! Oh man, Derwin!
Player uses excessive or unnecessary force to tackle an opponent. And while that's pretty straightforward, it covers so much that it could be a full.
Okay, that was very unnecessary. But that looked like it's in the 1900s.
Finally got a taste of what it's like to play a contact sport.
I don't know if you want to go around doing that to that guy.
He's going to avoid any kind of penalty. They saw what he did last time. Look, they want to.
They on Johnny Hekker. He still plays with the Rams, don't he?
But dude looked like a chihuahua.
I'm pretty sure he still plays with them.
Plus, it was way after the whistle blew, which always draws a flag. Similarly to when Gronk blocked Sergio Brown out of the stadium.
Bro, Gronk, the play is over. That's that CTE.
Personal foul, number 87.
These are the types of unnecessary roughness.
That's that CTE that be talking to Gronk.
Hurt from this kind of thing? Then, buddy, the sport might not be for you. Even on the less intense side of unnecessary
Got
roughness,
sweetness.
this can get out of hand fast. Because in the 80s, Mark Lee tried to take Walter Payton out of the stadium. Yeah, the most unstoppable running back ever. So unsurprisingly, it didn't go well for Mark. He did manage to shove Payton out of bounds, but when he kept going, Payton lashed onto Lee, and they went over the bench together. That's probably
Oh my goodness!
On the running back. But Mark Lee had it coming. Whereas every victim of this next type of dirty move was punished for just existing. Because the next part of UR is all about defenseless players. And of course,
Oh man,
for that is just
we finna see a whole lot of wide receivers get hospital passes delivered.
Helmet to helmet, helmet to shoulder.
I knew it. It's finna be a whole lot of hospital passes during this segment.
Darren Sproles.
Show the Saints one. Go ahead and show the Saints one as well. Show Drew Brees getting his ass killed. That ain't Darren Sproles' only one. He got a couple more.
That is pretty much the definition of a dirty hit on a defenseless player. DeSazer practically hit him with a Mortal Kombat fatality.
And didn't he fair catch too?
Even worse, because at least DeSazer didn't launch himself. AKA, both his feet were still on the ground. When they leave the ground, get what Ryan Clark did to Wes Welker.
Oh, woo! There go the hospital passes. There go the hospital passes.
Was fine.
Bro, you can have a whole clip of hospital passes right now.
No control midair, it can turn a normal hit into a brutal headshot. And that's the whole purpose of the call, to stop brutality. Otherwise, we're seeing stuff like this every
God.
play.
Curley gets sandwiched and he loses a helmet. And now Curley is
Just straight blue Tim balls, bro.
Got a concussion and still finished the game. And obviously
He still finished the game after that? Oh, you a strong ass wide receiver. Aaron Rodgers, hospital pass. Oh, that's not even hospital. He just got his ass cracked. Mouthpiece came out. Woo!
That hit had him out cold before he even hit the ground. And even though the refs caught that one and suspended Danny Trevathan for the hit, they must have been eating a hot dog when Adams' second knockout happened.
Now, this was the hospital one, right? There it is. Yep, there go the hospital. That's the one I thought it was going to show. Aaron Rodgers was trying to get Devontae killed, bruh.
No calls
Damn, A-Rod.
More defenseless than being mid.
You had on, man. You gonna put your hands up, nigga? You threw the pass.
See, even though helmet-based hits were made illegal in 1982, it was still pretty common practice all the way to the 2000s.
You telling me 1981? Boom. They were really killing out there? 1981 to whenever the league started? People was really getting CTE before we even knew what CTE was? Oh, man. Oh, man. I know you had people like Lawrence Taylor. Did Lawrence Taylor play like 1981 before that? I don't know. But you had players like that that was going crazy, bro.
Then one man changed.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
NFL hits.
Yeah.
Mohamed Massaquoi is Exhibit A.
This man, James Harrison. Woo! Fucking Debo right there.
That was the hit that changed the NFL. Pure helmet-to-helmet to your defenseless player. And from there on out, helmet-based hits went from a flag and maybe a fine to serious crackdowns from the NFL. Not gonna lie though, it's kind of hard.
James Harrison was different, dude. That whole Steelers defense was different.
Straight up flip, folded, and dropped Vince Young on that play.
He was part of this incident? I didn't know you. This is an iconic ass moment when you watch NFL biggest hits. I didn't know James Harrison. I should have known his ass was involved in this hit. I didn't know it at the time, but I should have known he was involved in it, bro. It's James Harrison. Like,
got fined $5,000. Guess it wasn't a cheap enough hit, which can only be used to describe hits on a QB slide.
oh Lord, we probably go see Joe Flacco.
We
probably go see Joe Flacco, Russell Wilson.
Play is basically over. Since the QB is completely defensive,
Who else got hit when they were sliding?
Love tap will be deemed unnecessary roughness, but these hits are never light. And if a defender could have stopped, like Azeez Al-Shaair, then it's always dirty.
Oh, CTE. CJ Stroud just got one. He got a CT. He got a concussion right now. His helmet hit the ground hella hard on that concrete. Turf is concrete. Y'all know that.
It was actually the opposite, since he put his forearm up.
The same with Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if that's grass or not. I don't know if that. Yep, Joe Flacco. I caught it. Man, I'm surprised Joe Flacco's still even playing at the age of 40, bro. Taking hits like that.
But it easily could have been his head if that hit was any harder. And in Ted Bridgewater's case,
Teddy, I forgot about Teddy.
So he went out like a light.
I did ask for it. And Teddy, LaMarcus Joyner's talking about he pulled it back. Bro, y'all remember that play. LaMarcus Joyner was going to his head coach, I'm pretty sure, and he's trying to pull back.
Because Teddy started sliding right as Joyner started crouching for the hit. And obviously, Joyner doesn't have lightning reflexes, but you can see him begin to turn right before he makes contact with Teddy's head. What I'd say,
he was trying to pull back.
Tap, unnecessary roughness. But all those unnecessary roughness calls kind of pale in comparison to the
That's probably like, why the fuck would you hit him?
Late hits.
Rob is a dirty player, bro. Gronk low-key an underrated dirty player. Why did he do that to Tre'Davious White? For what? Like, what did Tre'Davious White do to you?
Way after the player's out of bounds.
Oh shit!
Scored, or just when the play is beyond dead. See,
Niners being dirty, huh?
Roughness calls can be chalked up to football being a violent sport. Bad calls, lack of intent, or whatever you want the excuse to be.
Montez
Are
Burfitt.
essentially when a player fully hears the whistle and then decides they don't care. And maybe the best example of what I'm talking about is what happened to Jim McMahon. See, the '85 Bears is one of the best teams of all time with one of the best records of all time, 15-1. So in 1986,
damn. Okay, Bears.
Again, back to back. But one Packers player, Charles Martin, was not going to let that happen.
That is ridiculous.
What the hell?
You can practically feel
For what?
just crunch. That hit basically ruined their season.
Are you kidding me?
Ejected him and handed out a multi-game.
He took out the quarterback?
McMahon
Like that?
Season. The Bears would just come short of repeating history, going 14-2. So
Wow, that is some hating ass shit.
Roughness hits are so extreme,
Ooh,
violent,
damn.
just straight
That Jamar Charles?
It's hard to call them you are. Like Tony Siragusa's career-ending hit on Rich Gannon. But this wasn't
Oh,
your
man.
typical wrap-up tackle, because Siragusa straight up
Not Rich
hit
Gannon.
Rich Gannon's neck.
It's Siragusa. I can't tell.
Oh
I
man,
don't know what he hurt. No. Oh, Siragusa just falls on him.
that's like 340 right there. Yeah, I was gonna say that's 340. That's a big body.
Turns out 300 pounds of fat landing on your neck kind of deletes your chances of making it to the Super Bowl. The refs didn't call anything, but even if they did,
Of course, it's the Raiders. We just watched a video of the Raiders cheating, so the NFL hates the Raiders for sure.
Unnecessary roughness call on Joe Turkey Jones.
That looked like Terry
But even
Bradshaw.
Terry Bradshaw
I knew
has to
it.
be one of the most
I
vicious
figured out
hits
was
of
Terry
all
Bradshaw.
time.
Oh shit! Oh, his neck! Oh, this nigga think he in WWE! Bro, that wasn't even WWE at the time. That was like WWF. That was like WCW. Oh, I don't think WWE was around at this time. God damn. Who was even doing German suplexes back in the day in WWF and WCW? What are we doing?
Turning the guy into a
What are we
plug.
doing,
If
bro?
that happened today, they'd probably eject fine and suspend the guy for half the season. I don't think I've ever seen Sue or Perfect hit something that crazy. We all know that playing in the 70s to 90s wasn't nearly.
Nigga,
as
look
safe
at the
as today,
screen,
but it
bro.
was
Look at the
especially
quality.
unsafe because of
I don't know
one
if this
player.
is my screen at this point or what, but this is wow. Yeah, we just moved back to the
And he
day.
was famous for a very popularizing specific type of dirty move, spearing. and spearing was the OG form of the launch. Whereas guys like Ryan Clark jumped off the ground into a hit, Chuck would lower his head like a bull and just full sprint into people. No turning, no bracing, just praying that their spine broke before his. Seriously, that was his only plan. The move was actually outlawed 12 years before he started playing, but he must have missed the memo on that. And he wasn't just doing it to opponents. His own team said Cecil was reckless to the point of being dangerous.
Bro, he's leading his whole helmet.
The body spearing aspect, and sometimes he wouldn't even hit the right team. But
oh my lord, he doing friendly fire.
Took off Ron Middleton's helmet while strapped.
And keep an eye on the middle of the field. Chuck Cecil just nailed Middleton, PJ.
Oh my god!
After that, like damn. But eventually, things did happen. Chuck was fined $30,000. So you think
when did he get suspended, bro? When did he get suspended?
For 2 more years, 30 as ever. Then left the NFL in 1995. And ironically, he ended up retiring because of his hits. Because Cecil estimated that he suffered 50 to 60 concussions during his playing days. That kind of number makes Gronk's 20 look like rookie numbers.
I wonder why.
I'm shocked he hasn't crashed out yet with all that CTE. But the
I wonder why.
Instant punishment for their specific type of dirty play.
Yep.
We all know
Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate. The Saints defense
just watch the video.
Program for players that earn money for hard tackles. People found out, no more Saints dominance. Well, was there ever Saints dominance? Debatable. Regardless, they were torn apart for the rarest kind of dirty move.
Come on, dude.
Taking a hit in the heat of the moment.
Hand in the eye is crazy.
Premeditated roughness, which is something that hadn't been seen since the 1989 Bounty Bowl, which is what puts their dirty moves into a different category. It wasn't some random late hit. It was a game plan. But even though the Saints get
killing Brett Favre ass,
come close to the dirtiest move of all time. And the weird thing about this one,
oh, this is getting towards the end of the video. Oh, he talking about his last video.
So bad that it was basically the reason the whole defenseless receiver clause
is he?
Exists.
Yep.
The 70s Raiders would be the team to make the NFL rewrite its rule book. Because in the 70s, the Raiders were basically an outlaw biker gang. The team didn't just have one dirty player. They built their entire brand around being dirty.
Okay.
Safety Jack Tatum was the poster
all right.
of their
Oh
dirty
shit.
He'd lay out players so hard they'd be lying motionless for minutes while he stood over them, taunting, no remorse. He even
and Jack Tatum
unconscious before he hit the ground. But when the Patriots played the
Raiders, Great Arrow Campbell,
Tatum took it to a life-changing level. Because when the Patriots snapped the ball, wide receiver Darryl Stingley was in the middle of running around.
Oh god, Jack Tatum. Ooh! Jack, what are you doing?
And you hit a guy, and you always expect him to get up. And Stingley just didn't get up.
Both players were at full speed. Daryl's life completely slowed down after that.
Bro, I think he got hospitalized, paralyzed. I knew it. I fluffy knew it. I knew he got paralyzed. Oh my god.
It's the fact that Tatum never apologized. Not once, even in passing. He's always maintained that it was a clean hit and that it was the result of playing a dangerous sport.
Are you kidding me?
He was right. That type of hit was normal, which is exactly why the NFL rewrote the rulebook and changed the game forever.
My god, bro. Jack Tatum, what are we doing, dude? You ended somebody's whole life, not even their career, their life, and didn't even apologize for it, though. Man, I can't even defend that as a Raider fan, dog. Like, that's just unacceptable. Even if it was in, what, the 1900s, 1980s, 1970s, I don't know what years. Obviously, it just said the year. I kind of forgot. I think it was the 1980s. But, wow, that is insane. Hopefully, I enjoyed it, though. Let me get out of here. Your boy, KP. I'm finna fade to black.